unless you've been living under a rock or you don't have access to the internet, yes, YouTube is huge and vlogging is huger. Yes, you can make a living as a vlogger on YouTube with well over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Super successful vlogger Sanders Kennedy is here with us to spill the tea. Yes. Welcome, Sanders.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, I got this here.
Cheers.
Because I thought of you.
Yes, we need to sip some tea before we start. Because you might start spilling some.
That's right. Oh my goodness. So you posted your first video in 2013.
Yes.
And you are wildly successful now. Oh my, what is your secret?
Being yourself.
That's it.
And knowing your audience. So you got to know what they want and what they can handle. Because we all know we have a side that we keep like at home. But I film at home, so it's hard to like be filtered. So I don't like to filter myself. I put myself out there. And you got to know that not everyone's going to like you, but you have to like yourself and like what you're putting out there. And as long as you're good with that, then it's off your hands. And then you just let it be what it be.
Oh my gosh, that's so easy to say. But okay, so what led you to post your first video?
So I did entertainment reporting, and I did like red carpets and interviewed a whole bunch of celebrities. And I thought, I want to start my own YouTube channel discussing like the gossip. But I know that I can't stand in front of the camera for 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, this was a little bit bad. So I thought, you know, let me do a makeup haul. Let me do makeup reviews to get in front of the camera, get used to it.
Get accustomed.
Get accustomed to it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I'm growing a following. This is starting to grow a little bit. So then I threw in a gossip video and it blew up like any other, like I never seen it blow up that fast. I'm like, oh,
wow.
So basically what I wanted to do from the start is what I'm doing now, and that blew up from the first time. So I'm like, you know what? This is the direction this is meant to be. It just came full circle.
So you were supposed to go down one path, and then somehow you just went around the back and behind the trees. And
exactly.
But then it led you right back to where you were supposed to be in the first place.
100%.
And this is all about what you're saying about being yourself on camera. Oh my goodness. So now you're pretty much settled into doing videos. What's going on social media and your opinions and what's happening with people? When you decided to get into the YouTube pool at first, did you know what you were in for? Did you know you had to have like a thick skin? And
well, I knew that being from the entertainment reporting side, I knew that a lot of people are going to have opinions. If you can't even handle Twitter or Tumblr or whatever kind of social media, then it's going to be a little bit harder to do YouTube because it gets out to the millions of people, because YouTube can choose to put your video on the homepage and then millions of people can say what they want about it, and you can't block them. But luckily I was born and raised in Brooklyn, so I have that tough skin from that.
Yes.
And just knowing that just the subscribers also help me. I read the positive comments and that just gives me tougher skin. I just read the positive comments and it's like, yep, someone loves you out there. As long as, like, I think of it, I'm just talking to one person, and as long as I reach one person with whatever message I'm trying to give them, then I did my job.
Wow, this is so simple. I thought it would be complicated and you have to do 1, 2, 3 plus 4 and...
Well, you have to have fun.
Okay.
That's the key. If you're not having fun, then it becomes hard work. I find this as fun, as like a hobby. I don't even see it as a job.
Wow.
I'm just so blessed to be able to do what I love and get paid for it. But I just see it as, no, I'm gonna go have fun today. Record, say hey guys, and go on with my day.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. So we were talking a little bit before the cameras were rolling about social media and how I avert it as much as possible.
Why?
So spill the tea to someone like me about what social media, because I know you talked about what it's really like, but just how I would get started, or if anyone out there wants to get involved with something that you're doing, because you're so successful. I know people are just banging down your door like, oh my goodness, Sanders, tell me, what's the secret?
When you get a Twitter or a Snapchat or Facebook, whatever, it's good to follow people that inspire you, so you can get an idea of what they're putting out there, and just getting a heads up on the news, because these days you get a Twitter alert before you go to whatever website to get the news, so it's always instant. And that's how I do my job on YouTube, which is not really a job, but I get the latest information about Brad and Angelina. It's like, before I even got to turn on TV, it's like right on my phone. So it's not only just to share about, hey, I'm at Starbucks buying a pumpkin spice latte. It's about getting into whatever side of Twitter you want to get into. You can just follow politics, you can follow life, nature. They have all different categories. You choose what you want to see.
So you have to start out with a niche market or something that you're interested in.
100%.
Okay.
Follow with what you want to do. I say pick 3 topics. If you want to do a YouTube channel, pick 3 topics. Make sure you love them, but there's options to see which one's going to grow. Don't pick 4 and say, well, this one's all right, but I'll just throw it in there just in case something catches. Because what if that catches?
It's true.
And you're like, oh, I didn't really like this. It's like, now I'm stuck doing it. It's like, do everything that you love and don't be afraid to mix it up, but make sure it connects somehow.
Okay.
And with that connection is your personality and what you bring to the table.
But you would only discover that through your interests, or how did you arrive? I mean, you knew what you like with the makeup and then with the gossip and all that, but you just knew one of them was just going to take off. And
yeah, I was hoping. Hoping and having patience.
Yes.
Patience is key. Don't start up a YouTube channel and think, I'm going to be famous tomorrow. Start a YouTube channel and say, you know what? I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for a learning experience. I'm doing it because it's fun. When you're looking for money and fame, you're not going to get it as fast as you would if you're doing it just for the real reason of just having fun.
What was the YouTube landscape like when you first got started?
It was mild. Now, I actually had a YouTube channel back in 2009, and I put up like a few vlogs about my daily life, but at that age, I was not ready. So I took everything down. I'm like, oh, let me just watch videos, and then I started back up again, and it's like, it's mild. Nothing's going crazy just yet. I felt like I can just put my foot in the door and fit in, and everyone was welcoming, and I was just lucky to slide in at the right time. It was now with YouTube, everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to stand out. Everybody.
How do you even discern who really loves what they do, or if they're telling the truth, or they're doing it for sponsors? I can't tell you how many videos I've been on, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is this person selling me today? Or it'd be smack dab in the middle of a video. How do you wade through that? How do you get through that?
If you're a longtime YouTube watcher, you can see exactly what's going on. If someone gets on camera, it's like, oh, hey guys, we're going to talk about this today. But then one day they seem very different, and they seem like they're hiding something. And it's like, something's weird there.
Interesting.
What's going on? So go with your instinct and see if you're watching someone like, that seems a little bit different. What's going on here? And you're usually right with instinct.
So you notice like a very distinct personality shift.
Yes.
And you can read the person, oh, your first 12 videos were like this, and now this video, now the sponsor, that's how you can...
Yeah, and also you also check the description box. On the very bottom, it usually says sponsored, but legally you're supposed to say, hey, this video is sponsored, guys. But people, they feel like their subscribers don't like sponsored video because it's fake. But with me, if I was to do a sponsored video, I would say, hey guys, this video is sponsored. This is what I really love. No one's making me say what I want to say. Just like I'm talking to like I'm talking to you. That's how I like to build my channel and make sure I'm talking to you and not at you.
Right,
I want it to be a conversation. And I notice that in the comments. I get like around over 2,000 comments a video. And it's like, yes, talk to each other, create dialogue, that's why I always make sure to ask questions in my video to create dialogue. I've
seen the videos at the end, like, oh, if you guys have any questions, but never like, oh, what do you do? And making sure, like what you say, to keep the participation going. So it's not just me in front of a camera.
Yeah, you got to keep them interested, and it takes within that first 10 seconds, they can click off real quick. So start off with a joke, start off with something personal. It's like, oh, before I got on here, this camera, I like made me some tea, or I did this, or the dog tore up my something. Like, make it engaging, and don't try to copy someone because they can watch that person that you're already trying to copy because they're already out there. Make a name for yourself. And say, no, I'm going to watch Sanders because that's Sanders. He's not Sanders trying to be X, Y, and Z.
So we know that there are people out there making a living as YouTube vloggers. Can you explain a little how that works?
Sure. So when you post a video to YouTube, YouTube adds ads to your video. So as many views as you get, that's as many times the ads play. Now, if people leave comments, like your video, share your video, YouTube sees that it's becoming popular, so they'll put longer ads. So you get like a 5-second ad that you can skip, or you can get a 30-second ad. And the more ads that are on the video, the more money you make. But you also have to be aware that you don't want to become the channel with the ads. You want to be the channel that is still you and not trying to show like I just want the money. So I always try to make sure that my videos isn't like suffocating in ads, because all I want to do is be me. But it is a job and it does like pay the bills, luckily, and I'm very blessed for that.
Wow. What would you be doing if you weren't a YouTube vlogger?
I'll be going back to entertainment reporting. That's
Oh, wow.
that's my heart.
That's your love?
That's my love. Back when I was 10 years old, I used to pretend interviewing celebrities and doing interviews, and it was just so fun. And then I thought, oh, let me go to college and do occupational therapy and all this stuff. But then I thought in the back of my head while sitting in class, Sanders, you don't want to be here. You want to do entertainment reporting. You want to be in front of the camera. You want to make people laugh. You want to connect with people. And then I made that big decision to say, let me just do YouTube. That made me dive right into it. Let me sacrifice a few things and jump right into it and see what happens. And I was one of the lucky ones.
And it's taken you thus far.
Oh, yes. And I'm enjoying the ride.
So what's next for the Sanders Kennedy brand?
Well, it's coming out with merchandise.
Ooh.
I have a lot of sayings, like spilling the tea,
Yes.
which is everyone's saying in the gay community. But I love that saying. Also, merchandise and growing my brand, just seeing where it takes me, just go with the flow and make sure to be open to everything that comes your way.
This is true.
I'm just gonna be open to it. If I start saying no to this and yes to that and trying to make myself go in a direction that I'm not supposed to be, then it might cost me a year or two to get where I wanna go. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and enjoy my ride.
Well said. Thank you so much for stopping by, Sanders.
Thank you so much.
Can you remind our viewers where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, you can go to YouTube and type in Sanders Kennedy, or Twitter or Instagram, you put in just Sans World, or you can just put in Sanders Kennedy also, and you'll be able to find me there.
Thank you so much for your time, Sanders.
Thank you.
Until next time, guys, that's it for Celebrity Catwalk. We've got a special treat for you today on Celebrity Catwalk. Animal advocate and dog owner Matt Colligan is here today. Thank you, Matt, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your time and your talent with us.
My
So
pleasure.
you've worked with acts like Bon Jovi, Beck, Elvis Costello, Paul Simon, the Rolling Stones. So what artists do you listen to and where do you draw your inspiration?
I'm a huge U2 fan, Peter Gabriel. So I find myself now drumming up inspiration and just working on the craft of writing songs and being somewhat formulaic about it, because if I wait for inspiration, then I won't make any money.
Well said. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to play for us today.
The first song is called All the While. It's the title track of my second EP. And this song was written about an experience that I had getting my first music-related contract in Italy and taking a chance.
Wow. Wow. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Let's hear it, Matt.
Prepared for disaster, and the heart is taking its chances. I waited all my life for what's running through me. In my chest is the key to where I'm from. At 30,000 high, watching the years go by, when all the while the answer was so simple. I read myself some lines, I started to rewrite mine for the burning heart that had never felt so peaceful. And all the while the answer was so simple. The design was to find a solution. So I'm here in my reckless abandon, and in my West is the key to where I'm from. At 30,000 high, I'm watching the years go by, when all the while the answer was so simple. I read myself some lines, I started to rewrite mine, for the burning heart that had never felt so peaceful. And all the while the answer was so simple. As I look down on the sea, I don't know what it's about. If before I couldn't believe, well, I'm living for it now. At 30,000 high, I'm watching the years go by, when all the while the answer was so simple. I read myself some lines, I started to rewrite mine, for the burning heart that had never felt so peaceful. And all the while the answer was so simple. All the while the answer was so simple. All right, so this next song is a single that I just released. This is called The Turnaround. You could find it on Spotify, Real Rapster, Amazon, iTunes. You search for Matt Colligan Music. You can go to mattcolliganmusic.com, reverbnation.com/Matt Colligan. You can also find me at Twitter, at Matt Colligan, Instagram, Matt Colligan Music, and Facebook, Matt Colligan Music. So here it is, The Turnaround. This may be the turnaround, by the soul in your sneakers now. Just maybe the turnaround. Through the windows you've opened wide, over the bridge of your great divide, and straight to the turnaround. When I look at you, I think you're more than you know, but you'll see when you come to the turnaround and move forward. You'll see when you come to the turnaround. Well, your feet are in motion now, without ever looking down, but straight at the turnaround. And when I think of you, I think you're more than you know, but you'll see when you come to the turnaround and move forward. You'll see when you come to the turnaround. You're more than you know, and you'll see you're more than you know, and you'll see when you get to the turnaround. When you come to the turnaround, move forward, you'll see when you come to the turnaround. Thank you. You could find me at mattcolliganmusic.com.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
Very entertaining. You're so talented. Thanks. You have to come back and visit us.
I'd be honored.
Thank you so much. See you guys next time on CelebrityCatwalk.com. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Celebrity Catwalk. We're back with Kelly Fitzpatrick, who founded the Fitzpatrick Academy of Irish Dancing 6 years ago and has performed all over the tri-state area, including City Hall and Carnegie Hall as well.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So how long have you been dancing, Kelly?
I've been dancing for about 26 years.
Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. So what do you have in store for us today? I noticed I got the memo on the sparklies today. I'm paying attention. What do you have in store for us today?
Well, we have a variety of reels from some of our dancers, and they come from all levels of our classes, from our wee tots and our beginners, all the way up to our championship level. And they're very excited to be performing today.
I'm excited too. What a treat. Take it away.
Okay. All right, girls, come off.